This is the ElectroBike Magnos, probably my favorite bike in their line. It's relatively affordable, about $1,300. It's super sturdy because it's got these sort of like solid rims. There are no spokes, so they're not going to go out of true. I think a lot of times these are called like mag wheels, and that might refer to magnesium. I'm not sure if these are magnesium. It kind of makes me wonder if they're like sand cast aluminum, because I was looking close and there was kind of a part, yeah, right here. Kind of see the silver. I'm not a bicycle designer, so I don't really know, but the bike with those rims and everything weighs about 53.5 pounds, so not super lightweight. I think you've just got more metal, more heavy-duty stuff here, a little bit thicker top tube, suspension fork, top gun. Not really, super adjustable or anything on that, but it does add some comfort. Suspension Pro Max seat post. So, this is sort of a comfort-oriented Velo saddle with a flip-up. Check that out. And that's handy for removing the battery. So the battery is locking. It is removable. You do have to kind of unlock it right down here from the frame, but you can use the same key, which was something that one of their other folding bikes didn't really let you do, sort of the Alpha Plus. So I like that on this one you can use the same key. I think you do have to leave the key in when riding though, which is one of my complaints, because they get dangling around and you can kind of see the pedal gets pretty close to this. So if you're riding, you could potentially kick it. Also, the collar clamp kind of collides a little bit with the battery, but those are minor gripes. There's a lot of design elements when you're putting together something like this to try to make it affordable, to try to make it functional, and everything else works pretty well, including these plastic fenders, front and rear, kind of a full-length setup. They blend in really nicely on this sort of this black with red accents, and I think it might come in one other color too. So it's a beautiful bike. I love that it has a chain guard here, and also kind of a guide so that this chain is not going to slip off and your pants might slough over it a little bit easier, and that this has a 12 magnet cadence sensor, because some of the other ElectroBike models just have 5, and they take a while to start and they take a while to stop as a result. They're not as responsive. So this is definitely an upgrade there. You can see the quick disconnect for the motor cable back here. The motor's actually contained inside the wheel right here and inside the rim. So it's just, I think it's a little bit quieter and maybe a little tougher than a separate thing. Like, this is a purpose-built motor wheel going on. Kind of neat. A few of the components are a little bit lower quality. Most of the ElectroBikes use just a Shimano tourney derailleur in the back, which is entry-level stuff. But this one has 7 speeds, and it's got these nice Shimano, sort of kind of like an integrated shifter mechanism here on the right, and then these levers. I'm not sure what the brand is, but they do have motor inhibitors. So if that pedal assist is going on, if you can't stop pedaling but you need to stop the bike, hit those levers. It's going to go ahead and kill the motor, which is great. And then we've also got a trigger throttle. So this has pedal assist, has throttle mode. You've got 5 levels of assist, very standard. And again, this is just a decent setup all around. 36 volt, 9 amp hour battery pack, lithium ion, removable. It's got a little LED indicator there. So it's just, kind of, I'd call this bike about average in terms of power and range and everything like that, but just sort of an upgrade because it does fold, and you can see the little locking element right here that keeps it from coming unfolded. I'm not as much a fan of their choice on the stem fold, but this doesn't have to be as sturdy, and sometimes, there's all these levers and fail safes and stuff, and this is fine. You tighten it, it stays pretty much there. If you feel like somehow it's getting loose, you just tighten it a little bit more. It's not going to come undone immediately. And again, this is a lower use area of the bike. A lot of plugs here, all pretty well organized, because there's this extra little collar piece with the wire. I like that. That's definitely an upgrade. A lot of times they just bundle them all together. They don't have that little anchor point. You see the wires coming along and under the frame. They usually aren't integrated on folding bikes, because then they can get kind of smushed and bent a little bit easier if they're run through the frame. So this is pretty standard. Little rest point here for if you fold the bike, so it doesn't concrete or whatever doesn't hit your chain ring. And you'll notice that is a little bit bigger in the front, a little bit larger, and that's to help offset these smaller wheel sizes. So 20 by 2.125, a little bit wider. Seemed like thicker rubber to me. These are name brand. It's kind of a Kenda tire. And we've got 160 millimeter disc brakes, front and rear. Tektro Aries. So yeah, again, some name brand stuff instead of a lot of the generic stuff on their other bikes. Even a little bell right here, like a flick bell. It's not really adjusted right. Here it's kind of, there we go. Bingo. Okay, so battery's charged up, powered the bike on right here, and then we head up to the display panel, hold this little button in, and it's kind of cool. It's sort of this like backlit single color, so I don't know if that would be like monochrome, but it's kind of a blue menu here. Got 5 levels on the battery, and if you press that M again, it goes from speed to sort of your trip distance, your odometer, the ride time, and then back to average speed, max speed, and just regular how fast am I going. 0 miles per hour right now. And you can go all the way down to 0 if you don't want the bike to do anything, and then up through 5 levels of assist. So pretty standard. You know, again, it's like this is solid. Like the power that you're getting, the range, all of that, and even the interface here. I love that you have assist and throttle mode, and the trigger stays out of the way a little bit better. You got these nice ergonomic grips. It's pretty comfortable. Even the display, it's small. It's not removable, so sometimes on a folding bike, you fold the bike and it's easier to bump, but it's compact, you know, and it's fairly easy to reach. It's just simple, it's backlit. I love that. You even got an integrated light up here. And so that's kind of a neat feature. It runs off the main battery pack. You don't have to worry about the separate cells or anything, but in the back, they've got just another LED light that appears to be integrated as well. So that's kind of impressive, because a lot of times it's just the front and not the rear. And in fact, I kind of thought this one was independent, and then I saw these wires and it's like, it's kind of too bright out right now to demonstrate the lights, but that's a huge upgrade in my book. Again, for $1,300, like not bad. Welgo platform pedals that are aluminum and a little bit wider, a little bit longer. Can you see that? It's just nice. Like, you're gonna get better traction, better stability with something like this versus the really narrow plasticky ones. So yeah, I like a lot of the attention to detail on this bike, and maybe it's time to just hop on and show you the pedal assist in action. And there we go, kind of get a shot of the motor. 250 watts, so a little bit more efficient, but given that these are smaller diameter wheels, I think they actually output a decent amount of power, and that's going to help save some of the battery, let you go a little bit further. Okay, so I'm all set. I'm in pedal assist level 5. It's pretty quick and powerful, so I'm going to use the shifters to try to keep up with it. Oh boy. Up. So much more responsive, woo, than their other bikes, and the brakes are a lot better too. It's not one of those drum brakes or even V brakes. You've got real like disc brakes going on. Now I'm gonna climb. Check this out, like no problem. At first I was kind of thinking this was like 350 watt motor. Yeah, very, very nice. Again, this all reasons why this is one of my favorite models in their lineup. It more than delivers, and it just feels tough because of those, whatever they are, whether they're magnesium or aluminum, the rims, they're just solid like that. One of the only complaints I have when actually riding this is those keys in that battery pack. Not only do they jingle, but you know, your feet do come pretty close to them. You can see right here mine on that backstroke. Whoa, just kind of bringing it back right there. A couple times I've just felt like, ooh, don't kick that, you know, don't want to bend them or get your sock snagged or something. So just be careful, maybe use a carabiner or something so you can disconnect other keys. So I'm back at the flagship store, Santa Monica. This is where I'm demoing all the different Electro bikes. And I'm here with Lamont. How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing great. Thank you for coming again. Do appreciate the reviews.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny. I was out there forgetting how the lights worked, and you couldn't really see them. So you were just showing me if you hold down on the plus button.
Plus button.
Yeah, they're going to go, and they're off.
There you go.
Yeah, let's do it again. Let's bring them back. Whoa. Oh, super bright. Okay, I want to check the back. I love that the back one is integrated. Is this the only, I guess besides the seal, which also has like a brake light that actually, you know, this is cool. It's a nice safety feature. While we're in here, I wanted to ask you a little bit about the rentals and stuff, because it sounds like some of the shops do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the pricing like?
We do a lot of rentals. It's $65 a day.
Okay.
And that's from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. till we close. Or we do it also on an hourly basis, which is $20 an hour. So.
Do you rent all the bikes, or is it just like one?
We've got 3 bikes that we rent out. We rent out the Seal, the Light, and the Magnus, as you saw.
Okay, so not this guy, but you could demo this one, right? If you wanted to buy. And does this one actually have 2 different saddle colors? You get black or red?
Black or red.
Awesome.
I'm gonna put the red on here. It gives it a little bit more.
I like it. Some zing, right? Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the lights. The black seal. Okay. Does this one only come in this one color, or is it 2 colors?
It's 2 colors. It actually comes in a black as well.
Oh, black or gray.
Black or gray.
Okay, I thought it was maybe white, so black or gray. And you know, this is kind of a cool metallic gray. Everything blends in, the fenders. Really nice kickstand on this one too. This one's my favorite personally. So yeah, great to get all the details. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Oh boy, I think that's a great kind of first look and overview at the Magnos. For the full write-up on this, all the specs and measurements and stuff, and some of the other electro bikes, I'll see you back at ElectricBikeReview.com, and ride safe.